Hello, Manuela. It's good to see you. I know who you are, but introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Manuela Hübner. I'm a marbling and collage artist, and I'm originally from Germany. That pretty much sums it up. Yes.
All right. So, when visitors come here as part of Owen Studios to see your studio, is there any particular picture that they've commented on or that they particularly like? Which one is the favourite, do you think?
There are two favourites. One favourite is the collage over here, which is called Sorry I'm Late, which puts a smile on most people's face and makes them snigger, especially when they read the title. And then there is another bigger collage on board on the other side, which is called Feeling Blue. Which is actually my Open Studio Guide entry picture.
All right, okay. So if people go on the Cambridge Open Studio site, they'll see the picture there.
They'll see the picture there. That's right, yeah.
And what do you, as an artist, get out of Cambridge Open Studios? Why do you do it?
Because I think it's a brilliant way for artists to get exposure. People can see their work directly where it's produced or created. And it's also, personally, I love it when people come in and have a look at the artwork and they're inspired by it. I get amazing feedback from it as well, and I can make direct contact with the people as well. And you obviously you sell to people, which is great. So it's a source, of income as well.
Well, look, thank you very much for giving me time for this little video.
My pleasure.
And best of luck for the rest of the Open Studios.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's good to be here and to see the work that you've got. But tell me who you are and what sort of medium you work in.
Okay, I'm Joe Dean. I work in acrylic on canvas, and I tend to use a lot of film stills. So I start off with the sort of found imagery that I've taken from various different sources, and then I kind of work from those. It tends to be a quality of light or kind of sort of contrast or colour that I'm drawn to. So they're quite abstract to start with, and then I sort of pick out whether I think there's an interesting or intriguing sort of narrative, usually something that's quite ambiguous.
All right. It's so, for example, the picture you've got next to you, how are people reacting to that, or what do they see in that sort of picture when they're talking to you?
Well, there's quite a kind of mixed reaction. So there are those that sort of feel that the subject matter is quite dark and it's not something they could see on their living room wall, and then there are others that are intrigued by the use of reflections and the kind of the sort of sense of menace and a kind of sense of kind of brooding kind of sort of atmosphere there. So it's a kind of you getting mixed reactions really, but it has sold. So yeah, that's
well, congratulations.
Likes it. Which is good.
And have you done this with Open Studios before?
This is my first year at Open Studio, so it's it's been a really good year. It's, I've really enjoyed it, and I think we're in a really good spot.
And what do you personally get out of it then, as an artist taking part in Cambridge Open Studios?
I suppose there's a tendency when it's not my day job, so I spend most of my day sort of teaching. So it's it's something that I do kind of. It's quite a lonely occupation, I guess. That sort of it's nice to get some feedback. It's nice to get sort of people's impressions and opinions, and it's also very nice to use it as a shop window and to make a bit of extra money. So yeah, it's been a really nice experience getting some feedback and getting a bit of interest, and it's been good.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time and the best of success.
Okay, thank you.
So, Carl, it's great to meet you. Just introduce yourself and the sort of artwork that you're doing.
Okay, well, my name's Carl West. My artwork is very modern and obviously you see highly textured. Generally, I like to paint how water affects light and how light affects water, I guess. And as you see all around, there's plenty of waves and a few geckos.
Well, I quite like geckos as well, so that's always very good. So what have the visitors been reacting to? What sort of feedback have you got from the visitors?
I get lots of questions about how the artwork's done. A lot of people think that I lay something underneath to create the texture, but it's all paint, it's all acrylic paint, just applied in lots of different ways to make it as textured as possible and to affect the light as much as possible. There's lots of different finishes to it, so satin varnish or high gloss, just to give it that watery finish, I guess. As you probably see, this one is gloss at the bottom and not at the top. It just picks up the texture, no matter what light.
So what do you personally get out of taking part in Cambridge Open Studios? Being there and with the audience coming.
I guess it's a bit daunting, especially when you do your first, putting everything up on the wall and then having everyone judge it, as everyone does, whether they say they do or not. So that's a bit daunting, but then having that sale, that first sale, and knowing that people are going to enjoy these pictures on their walls is really satisfying. And that's why I do it every year, I guess, and that's why I'll carry on doing it. So it's great when you go around people's houses and they've got a piece on the wall. So, and you know, I've been around people's houses where they've got up to 5 pieces. That's even better.
Well, look, thank you very much, and I wish you the best of success in this studio and next year as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Well, hello, Alison. It's good to see you in your studio, but please tell me who you are and what sort of artwork that you do.
Okay, I'm Alison Hullier. I'm an illustrator and printmaker.
Fantastic. And when you have visitors coming around the Cambridge Open Studios, because you've been doing it a long time, haven't you? How long have you been doing it?
This is my 18th year.
18th year. You don't look it. But what sort of things have people been looking at this year with the artwork that you've got exhibited?
A mixture of things, because I have various styles of working. I've got my floral prints, dry point prints, a combination of printmaking and watercolours. They've been really popular, and some of them I've had made into coasters and cards, and they've been going really well. Sold out of quite a few designs, and yeah, a lot of my publishing work has been going really well.
That's fantastic. So, what do you personally get out of Cambridge Open Studios? Why are you still doing it after this longer period of time?
Working on my own all year, it's really nice to have contact with the outside world and direct feedback from the general public, and it's really nice that people make the effort to come and see us artists working in our studios, and you just get immediate feedback of what is popular with on a commercial level as well.
Well, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for that, Alison, and best of luck for next year as well.
Thank you.